What's up, y'all? Tactics with the heart. Me first get to the live. What's up, Andrew? How you living? Just waking up. 2 good nights of sleep in a row. What the hell? Lover doggies with the heart. Thank you. 2 whole ass days with good sleep. Crazy. Thank you, Andrew. Lover doggies with a go popular. Thank you. Strep throat. Ugh, strep throat's the worst, man. Glad you're feeling better. Hope you're feeling better. What up, AJ Rachel? What up, lover doggies? Yeah, strep throat's one of the things that ruined me. Ruined me, dude. I cannot, function. It just makes me all dizzy. I can't really, walk around and shit. No coffee. Until I walk about a mile and go get it. I ran out of those little instant coffee bags and grabbed more. What up, Roll Dog? AJ Rachel's, what's up, homie? Chipotle burrito, fuck yeah, dude. I don't know. I like Chipotle. I only had it 3 times in my life. I enjoy it. You know, everyone's like, oh, I don't know, everyone's just chits on Chipotle. Just a fucking burrito. Enjoy it. Taro, what's up, homie? Welcome in. It's been a good weekend, man. You know, I was some people in Sacramento yesterday. Checked out the Ice Center and the protest over there. Really cool people. Nothing happened. Everyone was just sitting there doing outreach and sewing. You know, it was just a community building. A community building situation is really fucking cute. But there was no reason to be anything else because there was no movement in the facility. You know, everyone was just chilling. What up, TLC? Laura Renee with the Anywhere Troy. TLC, TK. They go popular and heartbeat respectively. Thank you, TLC with the Anywhere Troy. Ewok. Ewok's a word. Yeah, sure. Ewok is a word. I'm proud of you for saying random words. Are you calling me an Ewok, or do you see one in real life? Probably should go see a doctor if that's the case. You know. Tanks raffle tickets. What's up, homie? Yeah, I got a lot of compliments on my eyes. I didn't choose these things. You know what I mean? I just woke up one day and had them. Parents gave them to me for my birthday. But I did grow them myself. Thank you for the compliment. You bet I'm a good Gigi. I can't complain. Still breathing, you know? Gonna meet up with No Bones here in 3 hours. Hang out with him and his crew. Then look at getting out of town. I could go on getting. Before I catch a case of relationships here in California. You know, scary. Ooh, scary relationships. You got allergies, sorry to hear that. Homie, feel better, Tommy. That's a way to fix it. I don't know what it is. I was take Benadryl. I'm that makes me tired. Inside Outsiders. There's that profile picture, too. Thanks, I was born with him. What's up, yo, mama? Good morning, homie. Good morning. I'm gonna do some stuff today. I got some cool photos yesterday. Not too many, but got some. And then today, hang out with No Bones. Got this cool ass view. Good morning, Tony. Goose is being menacing, cleaning himself. I don't like geese. I like looking at them. Tony, Karen, what's up? Yo, mama with the heartbeat. I like looking at the gooses and the geeses. But I don't like them near me. Fuck you up. It's the hassle. You know, I'm not worried about a goose taking me out. You know what I mean? I don't fear them in the way I fear for my life, if I'm dealing with a venomous snake. But I don't want to be bothered by a goose. It's gonna be a very common theme on here. Whenever a goose is anywhere within 30 feet of me, I'm like, And if you've ever been attacked by a fucking flock of geese, you know why. They're fucking ruthless little bastards. Cobra chickens. Good morning, McHale. They are mean, Meg. They're fucking mean as shit. Beautiful birds. You know? Beautiful birds. And I love the fact that they find one mate for life. I think it's really sweet. You know? I love that. But they're mean as fuck. Genuinely Subaru? No, I don't have a Subaru. I hitchhike around the country, man. What are you talking about? Yeah, genuinely Subaru. Are you promoting a car company or something? I don't know what that is. Marie, what's up, homie? Thank you for the share. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're feeling better. You know, if not, sue the doctor. You know, sue itch. Let's welcome in. But yeah, I was gonna walk into town, grab me an Uber, get to No Bones. They said around noontime, so it's 3 hours away, so it's right around the corner. What time are they making? What up, Pikachus? Hope you're doing swell. Have some num-nums. Quick little protein shake and a banana to start my day off. Good morning, Terry. Good morning. Go to San Fran, takes raffle tickets. You got this, homie. Let's go. You know, let's go. I've never been to San Fran. It always eludes me for some reason. Last time I ended up in Vallejo, Benicia, with all these big ass warships and stuff. I had to get all the way to Oakland or San Fran. I kept rooting south because it was fucking getting cold as shit. And then this time around, we raced to get to Sacramento. I want to try to get to Portland before I can go back to Boston, you know? Hopefully. So no San Fran for me. That guy's giving away money, guys. So I'm the only one that can message him. Am I going to be this summer? I don't really care. You know what I mean? I found a really good spot to camp by the river here. I spent 3 summers in the south. I spent last summer in the north. Like really far north is awesome. This year, August, September, I'll be taking a break off the road for over a year, you know. Gregory, what's up, homie? Been over a year. I'm tired. I gotta go north to Portland, unfortunately. Not unfortunately, but I can't see San Fran this time around, unfortunately. What up, Dennis? Gregory, welcome in again. Stephanie with the repost. Kelly with the Harvey, thank you. Good morning, Kelly. Hope you're doing well, homie. Hope Wisconsin's treating you good. Fucking crazy drivers out there, man, I swear. I was saying this to someone yesterday. From Sacramento. They grew up in Stockton, and they live in Sacramento for like 20 years now, right? And like, where's the craziest drivers? I'm like, Wisconsin, Milwaukee specifically, but Wisconsin in general. They're like, yeah, but it can't be worse than LA or like Sacramento or California in general. I'm like, no, it's Milwaukee. Yeah, it's fucking Milwaukee. It's Wisconsin in general, but Milwaukee was insane. It was like GTA out there. Yeah, so Kelly, stay safe. Stay safe. How many times have you been to Cali, Majestic? What parts did you see? I've been there twice now. This last time I really tramped all around it. So what parts did you see to give you the opinion that California sucks? You ain't on me, bro. SKW, happy Sunday. Keep playing. What's up, homie? Uh-oh. When it settled down, no travels? Uh-oh. So you were in LA? That's it? I don't know, man. It's a whole state, you know what I mean? It's like half the country's with going north. You're like, look, man, I lived in LA for like a long time. Yeah, have you checked the Grapevine out? Yeah, have you ever checked out, Dunsmuir, Black Butte? Sacramento's fucking beautiful. Once you get to the northern half, it's all pine trees. Southern half, there's still the palm trees and stuff. You like the redwoods? Maybe California doesn't suck as bad as you thought. Oh, it's like American River. No, it's still Sacramento River. I didn't get too far yesterday. I still walked around and shit, so I didn't get as far as I was hoping. I was going to Uber in today to see No Bones Barbecue and all them. I had fucking Daniel Ladd show up, which is awesome. We've been homies on here forever, man. You know, we have a similar vibe when it comes to our content. It's like, yeah, I sleep outside, but I love this shit. You know, and you don't see that too much on here. Usually it's people like, I sleep outside. Can you give me money? Feel bad for me and give me money. I sleep outside, you know. So I always had a respect for Daniel for that. And then he showed up yesterday while I was on live. We chatted for a while. It was basically just like a quick little interview before I started rolling. Yeah, Laney. I was like, yeah, I'm curious. Let me see. And then he kept showing me. I was just like, that's okay. Nice dude, though. Really nice dude. So we went over, and he's like, yo, they put like a teepee up here last I was here. Let's go check it out. And I'm like, oh, hell yeah, man. And we walk over. It's at the Johnny Moss building. Goddamn DHS, you know, I'm doing a protest there. I was just starting to get packed. I'm hanging out with those people all fucking day, just talking to them. You know, and more than a couple of times, I'm like, I should get going and do something. You know, I'm like, let me just fucking sit here and see what a whole day is. You know? And there was no activity in the building all day. Nothing happened. There was no movement, no activity. It was like a weekend. So I just hung out and fucking ate pizza and donuts and chatted, sewed, and talked about fucking life. You know, like the sense of community was beautiful. It was fucking breathtakingly beautiful. They were looking out for each other and shit. It's cool as fuck. Lady, what's up, homie? Mimsy, welcome in. Christina K, good to see you. Roberta with the repost. What's up, homie? Good to see you in a couple hours here. Be heading up your way soon. Which is funny when Bone sent me the address. I think it's public, but I'm not 100% sure, so I'm gonna keep it to myself. But yeah, No Bones gave me the address, and I'm like, dude, I think I walked right by that. Like, I walked all the way up and down that street last week, like maybe like 5 days ago. So I was taking photos out there. So I camped right at the end of that street. I right on the train tracks and and I went down from there. Huh. I was right there. Pizza and donut. You can't go wrong with pizza and donuts, you know. I'm good, Mimsy. Hope you're doing well as well. Talking about my driving, not yours in particular, Lisa. No, you drove just fine. Not that day we hung up. The next morning I woke up from that spot and I walked off, and there was a car that just didn't feel like waiting in traffic anymore. So it drives down the wrong side of the road for about, I don't know, a good 15 seconds, and then has to cut off the car that's at the intersection at the red light before the car coming this way hits him, and he only made it for probably by 10 feet before being careened into by this other vehicle that's going the right way. He's going on the wrong side of traffic. Shit like that's very common in Milwaukee. It's your birthday today? No way. Had a low-meter intervention. The address is public. Okay. Community's invited. Okay, cool. Always careful about the dogs, motherfuckers, But Roberta, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, homie. It's a normal thing every day. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to think of other examples. There was a lot. So I'm so worried about you, Kelly. You know, you drive for a living, and that insane. Of all the places I've been, all over the country, that has the most insane drivers. Milwaukee, Wisconsin in general, but specifically Milwaukee. So stay safe out there, Kelly. Tyler with the follow, thank you. Today's your son's birthday. Hell yeah, happy birthday, little Kenya. Lisa with the fan cat, thank you. What's up, Tanya? Katie, good morning. Good morning. Oh, Lisa, the goddamn cat, fan cat. Yeah, happy birthday, Roberta. Fuck. Yeah, we get her birthday. Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, I heard No Bones lost live access last night and shit. I'm like, damn, that sucks. Oh, damn, that sucks. This is an event for his community, right? Like, you know, come on through. Oh, fuck, I lost live the day before. You know, leave it to TikTok to do timing like that. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of happy birthdays for Roberta. It's Roberta's birthday today. And Can You Make a Minis? Son's birthday too. Y'all are aging before our very eyes. You guys are too nice, thank you. Yeah, I gotta pack it up and get out of here soon. Wish I had some coffee, but I didn't have the opportunity to buy some instant coffee yesterday. I can't wait to get the fuck out of the downtown Sacramento area and then just not come back for a long time. You know, I've been in downtown so much. Like, doing what I do is so much harder in the downtown. I was hanging out with people yesterday. I was like, yo, I got no fucking bathrooms here. You know what I mean? Like, every time I gotta go to the bathroom, I gotta go on a mile hike. They're like, no, there's one right down the road. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, you know what? We'll walk here. I'm like, okay. We started walking. Half an hour later, we get there. I'm like, that's a mile and a half. They're like, yeah. That's what I said. Every time I gotta use the bathroom, I gotta walk for a mile just to fucking find a toilet. You know? So we walk a mile and a half to find the toilet. It was at the stately mansion, I think it's called. So you get, not only do you have to find this random mansion in the middle of downtown, you get to the bathroom, you got to walk past the entrance, go to the back, walk in, go to the back of that, take a right, get to the back of that, take a left. And the bathroom's there. And I'm like, how would I know that? How would I, as an outsider that's not from here, at no point would I be like, yo, there's like a secret tunnel to bathrooms. This goddamn mansion. You can't go inside the motherfucker. Signs everywhere. You can't go inside the mansion. You know? Happy birthday, Roberta. Happy birthday, can you make a kitty? Can you make a Minnie's kid? Definitely say, can you make a kitty? I'll try to hop a train and choo-choo out of here. Get up north. And try to get to Oregon. Get out of Cali officially, you know? Looks like his bathroom's by the train station. Good to know. Good to know. I did get some fucking badass photos here, though. That's all I did. You know? Of the probably 9 days I think I've been in Sacramento, something like that. I spent 1 day in a motel. Every other day was me just fucking walking around getting photos every single day. So I got some good ones. I say the law of averages. If I take 100 photos, one of them got to be good. You know what I mean? One of them got to come out. You know what? That's pretty fucking good looking. You know, just walk around, fucking photograph everything. Take multiple shots of the same thing. One of them got to come out good. Yeah, I got some really good shots in Sacramento. Jamie, what's up, homie? What am I doing today? Hanging out with No Bones Barbecue and his crew. They're having a community event out here in Sacramento. A barbecue. Just about 2.5 miles from here. So I'm going to talk to you fine folks for a bit. start getting cleaned up so I don't offend anyone with my aroma. And then I started making my way up there. But since taking Uber, it cost me like $8, you know. Yeah, Sacramento be loving their trees. Once you get to like, you fucking sneak up on me, motherfucker. I see you. Don't you fucking sneak up on me. Trying to be cute. Trying to be cute over here. Trying to play sneak up on the hobo. I see you, motherfucker. Don't you fucking do it. There'll be consequences and repercussions for your actions. No. I don't think so, buddy. Don't you give me that head nod shit. We better just keep on walking. Ain't nothing to see here. Move along. Don't be cute and try to sideways walk over to here. Get the fudge out. Freak him out with that noise. That's because his buddies are trying to jump me from the side. I was here first, you sons of bitches. I was here first. Carlos from New Bedford, what's up? Y'all can leave me alone. They're pucking out pigeons. It's goose espionage. You got a whole river to hang out in. You gotta come fuck with me. I don't trust him. You know? Nothing that thick should be able to fly like that. Oh, time is 9:15. I should be out of here by 10:30. I'll be rocking and rolling, good to go. The classic distraction maneuver. They're just mad. You're just mad you don't have a boat. Yeah, I'm getting closer, huh? Look, I don't want to fight geese. I don't want to fight geese. I think one was taken out here, though. There's all feathers, like, everywhere. And they got 40 to 50 foot radius. There's feathers everywhere. I'm like, something got here, you know? Are they eating the feathers? I don't fucking know. It's a bad problem. Never turn your back on mean geese. Facts. Would have made a nice pillow. True. But I can't help but notice the goose is eating the feathers there. So that one in the middle there is snacking on. Yeah, it is eating the feathers of their lost compatriot. Maybe it's a morning ritual. I don't know. The fearless little assholes, though. They're only fucking 15 feet away, 20 feet away. Don't walk this way. You got a whole fucking river, but you have to come this way. Oh, he's limping. That was kind of sad. I don't hate geese. I just despise them. You know what I mean? I think they're beautiful. They're just little aggressive assholes. Here for the standoff. Well, more just came around the corner, so now we're rocking 8 of these bitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 8 of these fucking cobra chickens trying to be cute and, you know, quote unquote, accidentally walk up. Like, why are you coming close, bro? I don't want to fist fight geese. I just don't want to. Too busy eating feathers. Went to war with the goose, 4 of us with sticks. 21st birthday, you won. You had to come. Getting awfully close here, fellas. feet away from me now. And they're not going to stop. They decided they're coming this way. They're not going to stop. This is going to end in confrontation. He's about to get his other ankle hurt because fucking rolling up on me. Ain't in the mood. Got a whole river. A whole fucking river. And y'all got to start swarming on me. Any other animal talking, you know, they just go away from you. Not geese. You have two shits about you. Have one for lunch, might as well. It's me about the battle anyway. Look, they're gonna come walking up to me and then start hissing at me like I'm doing something wrong. I'm about to be attacked by geese on fucking TikTok Live. You kidding me? Is this real life? You know, I've gone fucking at snakes and alligators and bears, and this is the most uncomfortable situation I'm gonna be in. They're all around me. You got a whole fucking river to hang out in, but you gotta come bother me. And they're gonna come close and then get mad at me for being here. Oh shit. It is cute though. If we could not attack me, that'd be cool. Oh, it's biting that one. I'm just going to pretend they're not here. I think they just want attention at this point, you know? Like geese. I don't see any fucking geese. I don't see anything. Nope. Fighting each other. Get rid of van flies. Just moving the fuck in over here. Make yourselves at home, you know? I don't own this sand I'm sleeping on, you know what I mean? But like, how rude. Looking for bugs. Yeah, at least I'll keep the bugs away from me. I don't mind ducks. Geese, I don't like. I love geese. I think they're cute. I like that they're made for life. They have one mate for life. You know, I think it's adorable. I think they're majestic animals and they're beautiful. But I don't like when they're this close to me because it only takes one of these assholes to start like hissing and coming at me, and the other ones will all follow suit. Oh, we're under attack? Yeah, this guy was sitting here, not bothering me at all. Well, we can't have that, you know? Look at that one. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. You know, geese I like geese when they're far away from me. You know what I mean? Give me a good 20 feet, 30 feet. You know, fucking 6 is a bit. I don't like that this one hurt his ankle. Oh, poor little guy. I'm worried about Buckley going on attack mode. You know? Easy, Buckley. Easy. Rawr, rawr. Buckley, no, no, stop. Don't provoke them. Rawr, rawr. No, Buckley. He's only 5 years old, you know, the bucket. D with the Harvey. Send these geese out of here. Oh, about that day. You know? What you staring me down for, though, bro? Calm down, Buckley. Defensive maneuvers, Buckley. I met this dude yesterday, and he wouldn't shut the fuck up. Nice guy, really nice guy, but he just would not shut the fuck up. Like, would not quiet. You know what I mean? Just like, oh, you're too nice to tell me to shut up or walk away from this conversation. Boom. Told me everything about World War II. Anything you could ever think about for World War II. You know? But, it was like 2.5 hours, right? And then he leaves. Someone else comes sits next to me like, wow, that guy talks a lot, huh? I'm like, yeah, you left me here. No, what? Like, you left me here. You all know, like, there's a big group of people, you know? It's like 10 people, 12 people. I'm like, you all know he's a chatty Cathy. You know he just goes on and on about nothing. You know? And you left me there, high and dry. You just abandoned me. Left me in the trenches so you wouldn't have to deal with it for one day. And just let me have to soak it all up, you know? We have a hobby in common, you know? A tabletop game called Warhammer 40,000. I played a long time ago. He quoted it. I was like, oh yeah, I know that. I fucking played that game for a long time. Boom, now he's gonna tell me every fucking thing about the game. You know, I'm like, fucking God, I already know all this now. You know, and I'm like, you know, then yeah, like, fucking, hey, he talks a lot, huh? Like, yeah, you know he talks a lot. You fucking left me there. You abandoned me. You know, no hobo left behind. I probably would have done the same thing if I was hanging out with a group and there was someone that's really a chatty Cathy. I probably would have done the same exact thing. But the shoe's on the other foot. I'm the victim. You know what I mean? Feel bad for me. But they fucking abandoned me. They knew what was going on. They know this guy's talking my fucking ear off. I'm like, oh, wow. Oh, no way. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, that makes sense. No way, dude. Really? Oh, wow. I call it bartender face, you know? What? You know, but I'm not getting paid for it. So I'm sitting here listening to this guy. You know? His wife fucking runs for the hills. The moment he started talking to me, his wife is somewhere else. You know, would never come within a 20-foot radius of us. So that way she didn't have to deal with it. You know? Nice guy. Not too good at reading the social cues. You know what I mean? Or knowing, like, hey, if I wanted to learn everything about World War II, I'd probably go look it up. I don't need you to tell me everything in great detail. You know? Longest 2.5 hours of my life. Little monster Tay. What's up, homie? Thank you for the Harvey. Right, everyone finally got a break from him at my expense. You know, oh my God, dude, so long. And I've always been like that, like an extroverted person that can't really read social cues. They'll just take all your energy. You know what I mean? They'll just take it all. You know, all your social battery for the day. You know, and it's whatever. You know, it happens. But now it's harder because I traveled and I've seen so much around the country. And, like, all this crazy and interesting shit I've either done or witnessed or been part of, you know? And now I gotta listen to fucking dad on vacation weekend telling me all about World War II from start to finish. You know? Like, if you're gonna go to a story that long about anything, you better be more entertaining and have more production value than any documentary that ever existed. You know what I mean? You gotta be able to tell a fuck of a story. You know, you better keep my goddamn attention. You better entertain me while you're doing it. Otherwise, don't tell me a 2.5 hour long story. You know, and there's no situation I want to. No one wants to hear a 2.5 hour long fucking ramble. You know, you don't have to be there. If I could find like an exact replica of myself, like a doll, and put it in that chair, and the thing didn't move one bit, he still would have kept going on. What's up, Itch? We only H names around. Hey, you son of a bitch. World War II, how would you vote for it? You ramble sometimes. Look, I've never been gone the same fucking story for 2.5 hours. You know what I mean? But I'm also on the internet. I gotta be talking. I don't do this in real life. You kidding me? Usually I ask everyone about you. I talk about myself all fucking day on here, chubs. But hey, what do you do? And they go, Becky. This is super popular. Kathy's mad with the fan cats. Thank you. Goddamn. Chatty fucking Kathy's, man. Listen, everyone there knows. You know, that's the thing that got me the most, is that they came over to be like, wow, I'm sorry, he's really Chatty Cathy. You know, he talks a lot. You knew what he knew he was. You knew he left me here alone to deal with this on my own, so you didn't have to. You know? I got 15 minutes of reprieve towards the end. And he's like, oh, it's getting late. We should probably get going. I'm like, oh, no. That's horrible. You know? Oh, you're leaving? Oh, man. Really nice guy. Really nice guy, you know? Smart motherfucker. Really smart, really nice dude. But, nah. 2.5 hours is a long time. Oh, it looks like we gotta get going. Oh, that's horrible. I hate. Oh man, we got started just now. Oh no! Don't leave. Smile on your face. What's up, Elizabeth? Nice eyes. Thanks, I grew them myself. What's up, Itch? What's up, crazy cat lady? Blow up Troy doll. I wouldn't want to sell that because I wouldn't want to know how many people would buy it. You know, there's gonna be some people that get it for a tee-hee, you know, and they're like hang out somewhere in their house or basement or something in a funny way. But then there's people that would get it just to like, you know, fucking smush smush. I don't need that in my life. There'll be no Troy blow-up dolls. You know, if I ever like really ruin this whole social media thing, you know, I get really desperate, maybe I'll make them then. They would do thongs first. It's all good. Dennis is fucking around, man. DJ blends with the Anywhere Troy. What's up, Georgina? I'm enjoying Sacramento. It's fucking beautiful out here. Yeah. I gotta go clean the fridge, says Anywhere, man. I gotta clean my refrigerator. I used to say that all the time at bars I was working at. If I got cut and an employee drunkenly comes walking over and wouldn't stop talking. I'm like, oh, hold on, man, I gotta go clean my fridge. And I just walk away, and they're like, huh? And then I'm gone. By the time they figure out what the fuck just happened, I'm long gone. I'm out of there. You know, I'm free. Ginger Miller with the go popular, thank you. He was in the Navy for like 6 years. That dude. There's a lot. What's up, Sarah? Sue, hope you're doing well, homie. Sarah with the Harvey, thank you. Got just enough water to get me back into town. Get some tobacco water, something to eat. Head over to No Bones at noon. Just gonna make sure I clean up so I'm not too offensive to the nostrils. This live brought to you by Huggies brand baby wipes. We use non-scented out here, baby. No sticky film. Whenever I use the scented ones, it leaves like a sticky film on you. It's hardly noticeable, but in the summertime, it's really noticeable because it like clogs your pores. So like you sweat a lot more when you start your day off until you sweat all the baby wipe off you, and you're not clean anymore in that case, you know. So there's all that. Winnie the Pooh bottom. Oh, because of the, yeah. Aha, I see it. I see it now. Bang. I get it, either Pampers or Huggies, whatever's cheapest really at the store when I get there. Sensitive skin's cool, but if I can't find any, that's fine. Or it's cheaper to go non-sensitive skin or whatever. But I demand non-scented. I need non-scented in my life. David with the heart, me, thank you. I try to leave the plastic on the toothpaste. There's a very little hole in the bottom right, in the very bottom now. I try to put a little tiny hole so that way I don't overuse toothpaste. Shit lasts me longer. Oh well. Usually I do all this shit off live, but I ain't time today. I go live for about AM. I gotta be where I'm going in 2 hours and 50 minutes. Get there by noon. So, kill a couple birds with one stone here. Shit off your tongue. Gotta brush your tongue, folks. Just get that weird white shit, yellow shit. If you're sick or something, I don't fucking know. I'm no doctorologist here, folks. Just play one on TikTok. A little cleanup. Yeah, a little touch. Oh, what a night. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, what a night. And did about a bad. I don't know the words, sorry. Oh, not your mirror. I beg to differ, my friend. I beg to differ. Don't worry. Won't do any tick checks where you got to show you my fucking booty hole or nothing. You know. Nice. Fresh as a daisy. Getting ready with me videos in the wild. Nah, no San Fran this time around, unfortunately. Wait, Lisa, you're in California? You get pissed off not sleeping in the bed? No, if I didn't like the show, I wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? It's like I fell in hard times, and I'm like, oh no, I'm on the streets. I'm gonna go travel the country and check some cool shit out. Meet as many people, do some much cool shit as I can while I'm out here. You know? So far, mission successful. Do a fit check too. Our bus is fine. It's all hardened up now. Trying to be a boot issue. I thought it was my sock bunched up and all that. I thought initially, but it's actually my boots all worn around. I've been walking around so much. It's only been 2 months since I've had these, but I did so much walking, I already worn them out. I go, all right, next month, new boots. New boots next month. But it's fine. Now it's all hardened up and shit. No more blister. Time to do laundry again soon. Dirty clothes bag. Behind that door. mine list. Just pay me list. Welcome back. Oh, gotcha. I was like, damn, Lisa, you're out here in Cali? Let's go fishing. I'm down. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Sacramento's been fun. Did a whole bunch of videos on some of the photos and clips I got out here. Mostly just B-roll stuff, but went to a protest last weekend. Went to one like 4 or 5 miles away from here. Yesterday I went to one out here in Sacramento. Just to kind of fucking photograph it, you know what I mean? But it's just a really amazing sense of community. Protests and shit. But also, like, Sacramento in particular, like, my first protest was 20 years ago, you know what I mean? It was a counter-protest. The Westboro Baptist Church was protesting a high school play because there was an LGBTQ couple in it. Now, there's no, like, scenes or anything like that, like, no romance or intimacy in the play, but it was just like, there is a same-sex couple, you know, married couple in this play. So they went to protest these kids. You know, putting on a play. It's back in like 2005. So we went and counter-protested and blocked them so they couldn't bother the fucking kids going to school and shit, doing their thing. But talking to all the people throughout LA, Raton, when I saw that protest in Raton, Phoenix, I saw one out in Phoenix, LA, what else? Sacramento, I saw 2. I want to say like Fresno or Stockton, I saw another one, but don't quote me on that. But everyone seems to be kind of fresh, you know what I mean? Like, these people aren't like lifetime long protesters, you know, they're like, hey, a year ago, 2 years ago, 6 months ago, I saw this thing happen, and I'm like, that's enough, I'm going to get out there and fucking protest. And I'm like, interesting, you know? I think a lot of us are on the same assumption that it's like people that were already protesting the government on a regular basis would just keep doing it. But talking to everyone over like probably about 10 different protests, getting a vibe for it, it's all people that just don't like what's going on, or don't want people in the federal government in their community forcing their will upon them. You know, and guys, don't worry, no matter what side of the political spectrum you're on, if the government starts forcing its will on you, I'll be there to check it out. You know what I mean? I'll show up too. You know? That shouldn't be a thing. Haggle him, yo mama, haggle him. Hell yeah. What's up, man? Got a new power bank. Oh, we're good. All right, Lisa, see you in a few hours. I gotta meet up with No Bones in 2 hours. So I can't be alive for too long. Can't be alive. I gotta meet up with No Bones in 2 hours. So I can't be alive for too long. Can't be alive for too long. That's already. I'm gonna brush my teeth, clean myself up, put some deodorant on, change my shirt even for the special occasion. Put my nice dress shirt on, you know. My fucking favorite bands. Fresh socks to put on, clean socks. You know what I mean? We're going to the 9s here, baby. Still a mistake. You know, most situations I don't fucking care. I'm like, whatever condition I show up in is the condition I show up in. Oh hi, N. sweater packed up. Fucking chilly out here today. Got cold last night too. It was fucking beautiful. Deck the heck out, right? Am I liking it out there in Sacramento? Fucking love it. Good tie dye worker. What's up, homie? Find a nice lady and settle down, brother. Yeah, sure. Give me $2,000. I'll do that. Whatever weird request you have. You know, you want me to go catch cooties? You know women have cooties, right? Women have cooties. But, yeah, I'm all set. I'll never understand that. You've been here for a while, you know. I mean, the dog you too hard enough, but like, I never understand the premise of someone telling me how I should live my life no matter what, but also seeing like the social media success based around what I do for a lifestyle now, this alternative living that I do. You know, living out of a backpack and just exploring the country. You know, get from town to town, either by hitchhiking or hopping a freight train and then taking a photo of it. You know, I'm not the first to ever do this. I certainly won't be the last, but it's not a very common thing. Most people want to rough it. They go get a fucking $500,000 Sprinter van, you know, and say, hey, this thing that makes you really happy. And, like, people really like watching it. Yeah, I do it for a living now. Yeah, you should not do that. You should just do what everyone else does, dude. Like, go find yourself a pretty lady and settle down. You know, I don't fucking get it. I just don't get it. Hey, you look really happy with what you're doing. Have you ever thought about doing what makes me happy instead? Thank God I didn't get parents like that. You know, oh man, I can only imagine. I'm sure most of you do, telling you what to think, what to feel, and how to live and shit. My mom was a hippie, my dad's a biker, so like, they didn't really care. As long as I wasn't fucking up too much, they didn't really care. I will say my dad's like a naysayer, and my mom's super supportive, so between the two, it's like a normal human being. Like, no matter what I'm getting into him, I was like, oh, you're going to be so good at this. You're going to be the best. You know, and then there's my dad, like, you're never going to be able to do this. You're never going to pull this off. No matter what it is. I started teaching myself bass guitars. I've been doing that for a living for quite some time. Yeah, I was playing bass all around Boston for different bands. But, same thing. You're never going to do good at this. Yeah, you should just give it up. We're never gonna make it. Yeah, good balance. Good balance. You know? Hey, I'm talking to someone on a regular basis. I really like them. You know, I really like them. They seem to like me too. You know? Started off as just like, hey, I got a crush on you. Military motives. You know, now we've been talking for fucking months. 3 months. And I'm like, okay, I like this person. You know what I mean? Like, I definitely like them in more than a friend kind of way, you know? And I think they're struggling with that too. You know, they're like, oh, I don't want to like you, but I think I do, you know? But both of us are in the same boat. We're like, how the fuck would this even work? You know, I feel like neither one of us is looking for a relationship. We both consider ourselves emotionally unavailable. You know, we both got shit going on, and we're both like thriving in our respective. They're a musician. I'm a slut for attention on the internet. And we're both doing very well at what we do, you know? And we're like, okay, we don't want any other people in this mix to fuck this all up, you know? But we still talk like every day, you know, whenever we're free. So, I don't know, you know. Maybe we're putting ourselves in a contentious situation. Jenny with the naughtiest of chickens. Pretty sure I think poops on my head when it goes up. I can't prove it. Make yourself happy. Right, that's what life's all about, man. It's being happy. You know, be a good person, make yourself happy. Fuck everything else. You know? Please other people's opinions. There it is. I'm pretty sure that thing's pooping on my head. Can't prove it, though. You know? He might take his trash with him. Thank you, Chetty. What's up, Stella? Hope you're doing well. See you in a bit. I'll see you in a bit. I just got all cleaned up for you guys. I got my dress shirt on. It's either this shirt or my muscle shirt, like tank top, and I'm like, all right, you know, maybe we don't go meet people for the first time wearing a tank top. Hey, what's going on? Here's everything. So, I put my fancy this is my fancy of the 2 shirts I had left. Oh, yeah, right. Oh, how's that healing up for you, Jenny? Oh, my legs suck, dude. You don't need me to tell you, it sucks, you're living it. But probably heals up quick for you. 2-3 months healing would be perfect. Oh. What do you mean, Keyblade? You've been here. I haven't seen you, right? Yeah, Tara, first impression wise, hey, look at all my tan lines. Hey, nice to meet you. I have really weird tan lines. I hope you enjoyed them. Enjoy all the weird tan lines. Scylla, while I got you here, make sure everyone there knows the criteria of me showing up somewhere, right? You can never mention the fact that I'm only 5'2". Any kind of this indecent behavior, there's going to be a lot of it. There's going to be a lot of it, Scylla. You know what I mean? I'm going to be very inappropriate for a prolonged period of time. Can't mention that. I'll have waivers for you guys to sign, non-disclosure forms and waivers. So, and I've actually already signed them all for you. So, you don't have to worry about signing them. I already signed them all in your name. Scylla the Killer. Sign the paperwork with that. Yeah, we got non-disclosure forms. I've worked with a few creators, and they give you a non-disclosure form. I'm like, I know you're protecting yourself, but this ain't that serious. Oh, when you got 350,000 followers, you'll be all right. What the fuck is this? It's happened a couple times. I've only got one cease and desist though, and I love the idea of it because the person who sent it, and a lot of people have no idea what a cease and desist is. They think, oh, I sent you a cease and desist, so legally you have to stop talking about me. It's no, a cease and desist is a threat. That's all it is. If you keep doing this behavior, I'm gonna sue you. It's go ahead and sue me. You know what I mean? You want tens of dollars? I got $42 to my name right now. You can have it all. What do you mean? What are you gonna sue me for? My fucking backpack? You're gonna spend tens of thousands of dollars on lawyers to take my backpack and my $42? What the fuck are you gonna sue me for? And the motherfucker that sent it to me, I tried to say I doxed their emails. I thought I took the email out in my defense. But it's the same fucking username as on here. It's the same username on TikTok is their email. Same exact spelling, underscore, everything's exactly the same. I'm oh, we gave out some secret information here. Get the fuck out of here. Fucking try hard. But hit me with a cease and desist. They didn't even put the date on it. They just copied it from the internet, from the Google machines, and then put it in an email to me. Because I had them blocked and excommunicated on everything else, but they still have my business email. Oh, I blocked them on that too. After. This is about a year ago. Not even, a little less than a year ago, I think. I made a whole video of my response to the cease and desist. And I said, kiss my hairy ass. I screenshotted it. I put it on a video on TikTok. They went on their live crying. He told me to kiss his hairy ass. Yeah, I did. And I've never laughed harder than when I was sitting there on beer number 4, typing out kiss space my space hairy space ass period. Proper punctuation. The next day they're all live. And then he told me to kiss his hairy ass. They're all chat. Oh, you poor thing. That must have been horrible. What are we doing here? What the fuck are we doing here? Are we adults? Or are we fucking kids? Hey, man, if you come on the internet just to get coddled, hey, good for you. Get whatever attention you want. You all are way too close to me right now, dude. Way too close to me. I get it, I'm a good storyteller, but you're all right up in my business right now. Go back to Canada where you belong. Too soon? Foot out of frame. Dude, imagine if I actually did anything with that person. They would fucking solicit me every hour on the hour, it felt like, multiple times a day. Imagine if I actually hooked up with them, the amount of insanity that would ensue. Look, they're too close to me because I was here first. I didn't walk up to them. Yeah, bug hunting, and that's great, but like, kung fu fucking goose over here trying to sneak up. Yeah, they're trying to flank me. Go pet them. It's okay. Hey, why don't you go somewhere else? Why don't you just not go here? What's all this white shit, Scylla? All that white stuff, what is that? It's like cotton. I thought it was feathers initially, but I just saw the goose was eating one. They apparently eat it. It had a branch attached to it. Fuck, you're cute, though. I know you about to fuck me up, but you are adorable. Is that cotton out here? Cottonwood trees? Is that what it is? Shot. He was right in the shade where I'm at, but like that little spot had sun in it, so it hit him, gave him the shadow and stuff. Like that. Oh yeah, no, I'm very nervous around geese. I'm not nervous for like, oh, my life's in danger, but I'm like, I don't want to have to fist fight geese today. Kind of nervous, you know, like I don't want to. To a large degree, have to fist fight a goose. Goosebumps. Is it a train or a boat? Train. Then why are the waves picking up? It's a train. They got a little passenger train that goes around Sacramento, apparently. Old Pullman cars, like old cars from like fucking 60s and shit before that. Went by yesterday around this time. There's a whole bunch of wake. You can hear it, right? But there's no boat. So I don't know. Snacky Chan, what's up, Pump? You for the hot. Power bank juiced. Oh, I got half a power bank here. Charge the port on this phone. Oh, fuck it. So I gotta get it just the right way. What's up, Snacky Chan? I'm doing good. Getting ready to head on out of camp. Go do some stuff today. Hang out with No Bones Barbecue and his crew. I'm gonna get myself a position to hop a train the fuck out of here. I might grab one tomorrow. I might grab one on Tuesday. I might just watch for a while. Wait until like Thursday or Friday. I'm not sure. Wednesday is like fucking hotel day, you know. It's like one day a week where like I'm gonna get a hotel every Wednesday. Clean up, charge up, and then play D&D and shit on Wednesday nights. Playing a jazz beat on that. That's probably something that someone on the tracks and the other tracks usually when they start popping off like that. I don't know if the rules are different, you know what I mean, or the approach is different because it's, you know, an old train for tourists in Sacramento, you know. But usually when they're honking like that, it means something that someone's on the track or near the track. The Country Q Boutique. Thank you for the repost. Wishing that video were gross, yeah. Yeah, I think No Bones is live restricted right now or suspended. I'm not sure. I had a couple people tell me something about it. Hopefully it's not the case. It would suck, you know. But we'll run the live off my phone, so if we got it, no problem. We'll figure something out. Hey, we run the live from my phone. I'll give you half whatever I make on gifts and shit. You know, or whatever. We'll figure something out. Everyone feels like no one got fucked over, you know. What up, Deborah? You smoke. I don't know what that word is. Sorry, I can't read it. Yeah, they took fucking $30 from me for the deposit. That's why I don't pay more than $50 for a deposit unless I absolutely have to. You know, I talked about that a lot in Merced because they want a $100 deposit. And I'm like, dude, I don't know you well enough to trust you with $100. I'm gonna get it back, and I can't afford to lose $100. You know, $30 sucks. You know, $30 sucks. But what are you gonna do? You know. I had Blissful and Elizabeth fucking both donate for it, so I made an extra $10 out of it, $20 out of it. You know, if you look at it that way, it's just fine. But either way, I got a video too, and I'm not gonna brag. I'll probably make $4 on that video. TikTok pays nothing for fucking views. It's crazy. Oh. I don't know who U is. Yeah, someone with the letter U for a name. Yeah, I don't know who that is, Jeffrey. I never heard of that person before. Their names is the letter U. Interesting. Yeah, I never heard of them before. How long it take me to get to No Bones? I'm 2.5 miles away. I'm gonna Uber over. Probably cost me $8-10. And I'm all clean and ready to go. Just gonna go on, get up there now. I got till noon. So I'll probably walk in the town here, get across the river, get back into Sacramento downtown, hit a store up, grab something to munch on, protein chicken and banana, and then back to Tallahassee, you know, and then head on over. Anywhere do you? Who's anywhere? Oh, anywhere? Like people partake in tobacco anywhere? Oh yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess so. You know, some spots you probably can't do it indoors a lot. I guess I don't know. What up, Star Belly? It's that somewhere dude guy. Nice little spot here to fucking wake up to. 2 days in a row, waking up with some water, some sand, and some trees. You know, one thing you gotta love about Sacramento. If you want nature time, let's find a fucking river somewhere. You know, find a river. I'm not sure, Carlos. I'm not sure how this is going to play out. I'll probably go live for a bit. Yeah, the geese finally left. No, man, I love swimming, but I don't go swimming nearly enough. You know? Stanky Wanky Lake. Love the name. How long does it take you to get to Billionaire Recycle? No idea what that means, Andrew. Sorry, homie. But what was the question before that? Haven't dipped yet. So I love swimming, but I don't really go swimming while I'm traveling. I was talking about this yesterday. I'm like, I should probably just grab a little pair of swimming trunks. Because that's the thing I'm worried about. It's like, I don't want to fucking hop in, have wet pants, or, you know, go in the buff and get caught and have to be on a registry. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't go swimming nearly enough. So maybe this summer I'll grab a little pair of swimming trunks, go fucking swimming and shit. That way I can just hang that on my pack and let it dry. I don't worry about walking around with wet pants and shit. I'm like a cat. I hate being wet. I love swimming, but I hate like walking around being wet. I hate when it rains out. I don't like wet. You know, for someone that lives outdoors, you figure like, you know, Chunky Dunk, me too, Hitch, me too. Rain in the Carolinas, stay warm. Oh, that's where they're having it. Hey, Andrew, I'm going to get there by like around noon. You know what I mean? I'm going to get there and then hang out with No Bones and this crew and all that. You know what I mean? But like, it's distracting. That's all you talk about, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I love having you around, Andrew, but that's all you talk about. Every time you come in, it's not like, hey, how you doing? Or, hey, nice to see you. Or there's no pleasantries. It's like, when you meet No Bones? For like a month, you know? And now, like, I'm going to meet him. We have his time set and everything. You know it's happening at 12, and you're like, is it going to take you long to get there? What are you going to do things? What are you going to do while you're there? I get it. You're excited, homie. You know, No Bones is one of your favorite creators. You know what I mean? But, like, I'm doing well. Thanks for asking, homie. You know what I mean? I'm doing very well. Thanks for asking. Much appreciated. Dial it back a little, homie. Getting carried away with it. Oh. If you don't mind. Happy Sunday. Hope you all are having an amazing weekend. If you work in hospitality or retail, sorry for mentioning that it's the weekend. Why are we limited space here right now? I just feel like I'm missing some space. Hurry up, Joey, I'll fist fight you. Oh, Jeffrey, I'm doing good. I'm gonna block you because all you do is come in and ask about tobacco stuff. I'm starting to think it's, like a little, like your search history has a lot to do with that. You know, that was fun for the first 2 months, but you gotta go, Jeffrey. You guys have been here for a while. You've seen that cat. He comes in like 2 or 3 times a week, and he's always just talking about tobacco. It's all he ever talks about. They stopped giving him serious answers over a month ago. We had this one guy that came in, Frank, came in every day, every live, trying to trick me to like show him my tongue. Every day, every live, for months. And we had fun with it. I started fucking with him immediately. After 3 months of that, I'm like, yeah, you gotta go. But every day he'd come in here and be like, hey, I think there's something on your tongue, right there on the right side. Trying to get me to use the goddamn fucking screen as a mirror. We all thought it was a fake account. Look it up. He's like a French creator, and he's like well established. What the fuck is that? Tight today. So I have more room up top, I guess. All right. Almost stole my boots in my sleep. Hell yeah. Enjoy having my boots. Need that for walking. Unless I'm traversing the flippy flops. Flippy floppies. Yeah, it's been very sweat. It's been 3 times in Sacramento. I've been at 2 different rivers. It's fucking been nice. There's trees and water. I'm surprised they don't run people out of here more often. Maybe during the weekdays they do it more, but I was told at 9 a.m. they usually go around and tell you when there's camping to go on and get. But as long as I'm not actively sleeping, you really can't bother me too much. Most people don't. Hit the cops out in Long Beach when they rolled up. Sorry, Santa Monica. I was camped out in Santa Monica. They're like, hey, you can't camp here. I'm like, I'm not. I'm in my sleeping bag. It's on live, too. I'm not. I'm just sitting here. Well, you legally can't camp here, and it's a ticket and all that. Oh, good thing I'm not camping. Bye now. See you. Bye-bye. I was leaving that day anyway, and I wasn't worried about it. But, on the way out, that wasn't good enough for the cop, right? So on the way out, he had to stop and be like, hey, and so you know there's no campfires here neither. Don't have any campfires. And I was like, all right, hey, don't make out with your neighbor's dog, and don't harm anybody today for no reason. He's like, huh? I'm like, yeah, since we're giving each other directives for no fucking reason, I'll give you some too. He points out like a bunch of driftwood. He goes, is that yours? I'm like, no, I didn't carry driftwood in with me on the beach. The beach makes its own. You know what the fuck? Like if I get kicked out of somewhere and they call the cops on me, and they start giving you the, so you cannot return. I don't need any of this. Well, you better not go. Sometimes I'm not even on the property at all. I'll be sitting like under a tree for shade off of a business's property, and they'll call the cops on me. Well, you better not go. I've never been in that business. I'll never go in that business. Let's not give each other directives. Now he's telling them don't kiss their neighbor's dog. Yeah, sure. Since we're giving each other directives for, with no basis in reality, don't kiss your neighbor's dog. It's against the law to kiss your neighbor's dog. Don't do that. Huh? Yeah. Don't kiss your neighbor's dog. Yeah. Yeah, no, there's no H names allowed in the live. You can have an H name, but it's not going to pronounce it. We don't like H names here anymore. So if you have an H name and you join, you just take the H out of your name. Hitch is itch, Hannah is Anna. We don't do H names here anymore. Yo, what up, Peter? I'm doing good, man. Can't complain. There you go, Blueberry. But yeah, this is way better than a Roach Motel. This little spot here. I had a guy coming yesterday on the live, all extra brave, and he's like, pick up your trash. He's like, the camera's facing away to me towards the river. And I'm like, what trash? There's a mason jar there, broken mason jar, but that's not mine. Go pick up all the other trash. I'm like, oh, you mean the leaves? There's a whole bunch of leaves on the ground. I'm like, oh yeah. So I explained how leaves work and branches and trees. So basically, the trees, they get the trunks and they grow branches. The branches got leaves, and then after a while, they fall to the ground. That made them all mad. It's like, you're just a bum. You're watching my live, though. The other way around. On the side by y'all. By all, I mean me. I don't know about you guys. There we go. The charge report's on the way out, so I gotta have the cable just the right way. Meredith with the Anywhere Chores and the Go Popular. Thank you. Good point, Itch. Good point. No, I wouldn't say it was worse for Yon. It was bad. It was definitely a close runner-up. But the Elvis Presley Inn in Graceland, Tennessee was still, in Memphis, that was still the worst to this day. It was way more bugs and it was way more run down. But it wasn't far off, That motel, they didn't give me a refund, but whatever. I left. I was not staying there the night. There's no way in hell I was staying there the night. It was too much, even for my ass. I got to a lot got to be going on for me to be like, yeah, I'd rather lose this money and go sleep outside, But I did. I left and slept outside. It cost me $50. This one only robbed me for $30 though, because they took my security deposit. He's like, I checked the room. There was no damage to the bathtub or the blinds. And I was like, oh, you checked the room? Keep in mind, the toilet seat was broke. It was off the toilet and on the ground, leaning up against the wall. But when I got there, but I put it back in to use it, and then I just put the lid over it when I left. It's because it was already there. I just fucking closed the lid and kept going. I'm like, you checked the room, but you can see the toilet seat against the wall there? Weird. So basically, anyone they give that room to, they're like, oh, sorry, can't give you security deposit back. I was like, look, if you look at the video I have of the cockroaches, you can see the shadow where the fucking thing's already broken. He's like, you moved the furniture? I was like, yeah. Yeah, I moved the furniture. Why? What's the problem? Can't move the furniture. Like, oh, I did. What are you going to do, steal my security deposit from me? He's like, I checked the room before. And the last person left, and that blinds weren't damaged, and the bathtub wasn't damaged. I was like, oh, so either you're really bad at your job and you don't check the rooms, or two, you're lying and stealing my money. And he walks off. I'm like, all right, let's make the video. I was going to make the video anyway. I just wasn't going to name the place. I had no interest in naming the place. I was just going to be like, yo, I fucking checked into the lowest ranked motel in Sacramento, and this is what I dealt with, and that would have been just fine. I'm like, oh, you're going to steal my money on top of it? You're going to steal my security deposit? Now you're a thief on top of fucking being a slumlord? All right. Hey guys, I'm over here at the Capital City Inn, also the American Best Western downtown Sacramento. But hotels like that, how they function is how they stay in business is they get vouchers for impoverished people that are about to be on the streets, right? And like my family used them a lot growing up. I used to let my brother pretend to be me because I was already living on my own. So I let my brother pretend to be me so he had a place to stay and he could go. You know, my father was in jail at the time. I was like 16. So I was already having my own basement apartment and everything. And then my mom lost her apartment, and she's about to be on the streets. So they put her in motels for like I think like 3 months to get her situated in a new place to live. You know, they're all fixed income and shit, right? But yeah, I let my brother pretend to be me so we had a place to stay. I didn't stay in them. But what happens with a lot of those motels that have those vouchers, to get back to the actual fucking story, so I went on a side quest there. Hotels that have those vouchers, a lot of the times they don't give a shit about pest control. They don't give a fuck about, you know, because they have a built-in income. So when you go in there and you get a night and you don't come back, they're fine. They still have 50 to 70% of their entire booking is filled through vouchers through the city or the state, depending on what city or state you live in. So they already have built-in money. They're not worried about the fact that I'm not going back, or the fact that they got a bunch of bad reviews. You know, they got every review's bad unless it's fake, it seems. Really friendly staff and clean place, you know what I mean? People buy reviews and shit, like people buy followers on TikTok, same shit. But the same thing with the Elvis Presley Inn in Memphis, Tennessee. That's still the worst to this day. Same thing with that one, Capital City, and you know they have that built-in income, so they don't give a fuck. You know, like okay, we can spend money on pest control and take care of that situation, or we can just not. We just won't. But then to steal people's money on the way out the door is fucked up. You know, it's just icing on the cake. Like, what are you doing? You know, it took me a long time to fall asleep. Once I was sleeping, I was fine. But it took me a long time to fall asleep. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm looking at everything. You know, I'm just trying to see if there's bugs and shit. You better sleep outside for fuck's sake. You know, the end of all of it, it's like, we're also going to steal $30 from you. Like, yeah, thanks. I had a miserable time here. This makes it even more miserable. Thank you. You know? Red Dog. Thank you for what you sent there. Gas milk in the system, exactly. David with the Harmony. Heading out there right now. Fuck yeah, man. I'll see you guys in about an hour and a half. About an hour and a half or so. It's going good, man. I can't complain. Go grab something to munch here in a bit. Hop off the live. Go get some tobacco, protein shake, banana. Start my day off. Go meet up with No Bones Barbecue and his crew. Been fucking over a month in the making. I paid cash, Jenny. I paid cash. I never put security deposit on a card because I can't wait 5 to 7 days to get my 30 or 50 or $60 back. In some cases, 100. I'll rather hitchhike out of a town if I can than fucking pay $100. I guess like 1 out of 50 motels will fuck with your security deposit. You know, most people are decent. Most people are legit. But I can't trust anyone I don't know with $100 of my money. I cannot, you know. But yeah, I always pay cash so that way I get it right as soon as I leave. You know, as soon as I get out, I'll get the money back if I'm going to get it at all. You know, disputing it through a card. I got to do a card. Even if they give it back, I got to wait 5 to 7 business days. Well, I even remember I'm waiting for $30 a week or 2 later. And if I got to dispute it, you know, that's another X amount of weeks too. You know, and most of the time it's very handy to get that 30, 50, $60 or whatever when I'm walking out the door. Okay. Fancy with the 9,000 gifts, thank you. Laney with the Any Rich Choice, what's that, Fancy? Are you married? You're not. I got your message yesterday. I did not. I'll try to check it as soon as I get off over here. take any action against the motel. I'm not worried about all that. Don't worry about that shit. They already have bad reviews. You know what I mean? Like, we can go give them a bad review. They already got a 2.9 and a 3.0. You know? Like, they already got a terrible reputation in town. You see all over the comment section the people I've talked to from here that have, fucking meetups and getting recognized and shit. Either they haven't heard about it at all, or they only heard bad things about it. Fucking cop at night, the night around like 10 o'clock, the cops are like raiding a car. Go through the whole thing and then casually walking away when I started taking photos. I don't know, it's all very weird. But, yeah, it's whatever. I got my knife, I got my charge, I charged everything up. I got some rest, I got better sleep last 2 nights outdoors for sure, but got what I needed. It always sucks to have someone like steal from you or do something fucked up, but like I just tell myself, oh, and another one. I know there's people like that exist. I know there's a potential when I'm doing the whole transaction, when I'm handing them $30 for a security deposit or whatever it is, there's a chance I might not get this back. And I don't sweat about things I knew could happen. There's definitely like, oh, I hope I don't get fucking robbed by a motel. I hope they don't steal my money. But I knew it was a possibility going into it. And then when I saw the bugs and all that, I'm like, there's a really good possibility I'm not getting my money back, And then, then it happened. I'm like, oh, yeah, kind of saw that one coming. Yeah, well, I got a video at least. I'll make a video out of it. And I'll probably do well because fucking everyone hates bugs. Oh, well. I was bummed because, like, at that point, I had, like, fucking $12 to my name. I was really, I needed that 30 to, like, do what I wanted to do for the day. And I just fucking rerouted, changed plans, fucking whatever, made it work, did a lot of walking, But by the end of the day yesterday, was it yesterday? No, the day before yesterday when I checked out of the motel. By the end of the day, people threw me $50 between Elizabeth and Blissful. Jan threw something in, you know what I mean? Like, I already made that money back from that whole situation, I'm sure people would have been supportive anyway, but I'm sure people threw in more, or they threw in earlier than they usually would because, I got ripped off for $30. So, but even if I didn't, I wouldn't sweat it. It is what it is. Like the motherfucker has to live in a roach motel. Like he's stealing money from people. He doesn't do pest control. He chooses to live with roaches. You know what I mean? Like, what more of a punishment can you give to someone? Like that's something you would do to someone that commits a heinous crime. You'd put them up in a small fucking room filled with roaches and shit, right? They had mice as well. I can hear them at night. I just couldn't get a photo or a video of one. So you got all these fucking pests running around where this person lives. They live in the motel, What more can you do to punish them? You know what I mean? They got to be them for the rest of their fucking life. Be afraid to say. It took me a long time to fall asleep. I'm used to shitty sleeping conditions in general, being outdoors so much and shit, but it took me a while to fall asleep. I only got like probably 4 hours of sleep. I got plenty of sleep last night, plenty of sleep the night before. I used to do that all the time, Jesse. I got kind of complacent with it because I haven't had, I don't mind like a roach or two or a bug or two, like whatever, man. I don't mind that shit. I'm not fucking bougie. But, it's all over the place, dozens and dozens. Anytime you look around the walls, you'd see at least fucking 3 or 4, if not more, But I used to do that all the time. Once I bumped to my first roach motel and I saw the no refund sign, they didn't give me a refund. So I'd be like, all right, let me check the room first and then, then we'll figure out if I can stay or not. They got really mad about it. They got really mad about it. I'd be like, oh, well, I'm just not going to stay here then, All that happy horse shit. But I got complacent with it myself. I haven't bumped into that issue in a long time. Like years. But yeah. When things go wrong, that's when you got a story. Hands down, when things go wrong, whether you're traveling or on vacation or just going to the store. When things go wrong, that's your story. That's what you're going to remember. That's what you're going to talk about after. Relaxing is important. right? But creating memories is important too. It's the way I look at it, right? If you're gonna take a day off from your job, from your life, whatever, you're gonna go on vacation, whatever the case may be, either one, relax and rest up that fucking brain, rest up that body, rest up that soul, or B, do something really exciting that creates memories, you know? Because, like, the most beautiful part of Sacramento is the 3 nights I've now camped out by the rivers, American River and Sacramento River. That's it. You know, that's the whole story right there. That's not something I can dive into in depth. You know, like, I can talk about how beautiful the river is, and it is fucking beautiful. I can talk about how beautiful the river is and the geese and fucking anything I saw here, but it's not an amazing story, you know? Yeah, I camped out for fucking 3 different nights by beautiful rivers in Sacramento. If you're ever in Sacramento, I highly recommend checking out the fucking river walks. That's the end of the story. Being in a seedy Roach Motel where they stole my fucking money, that's a 3 to 5 minute story right there. The rest of my life, you know? 3 to 5 minute story. When shit goes wrong, it sucks in the moment, you know, for real. Things get stressful, you know? Anxiety inducing. But after the fact, that's your story. You know, that's what you're going to remember. That's what you're going to talk about. That's what people are going to be interested in hearing. What up, G. Marie? What up, Catherine? Spiders and crickets. You figure they'll cancel each other out, you know what I mean? Spiders will eat the crickets. Problem solved. I like that thing crickets do when you walk into a whole bunch of them. The whole bunch of them, like on a sidewalk or on a trail, they'll jump in front of you, and then you walk up, and they're trying to jump away from you, but every time you walk up, they just jump a little bit forward. You walk up, they jump a little bit forward. It's like they're walking with you. I always got a kick out of that. For a long time now, I've got a kick out of that. Have you been? I've been good, homie. I've been good. Can't complain. Meeting up with No Bones here. I gotta get moving here in a moment. Meeting up with No Bones Barbecue. This whole crew, they're doing a community event out in West Camino. If you want to come by and say hi to me, I'll be out there too. 1520 West Camino Ave, if I remember correctly. You can check No Bones. You can check No Bones Barbecue. His bio is the address, if I remember correctly. If it's still up there. Yeah, I'm heading over today. I'm going to be with No Bones and his crew. Yes, West El Camino. I should be there around noon, which means probably about 12:30. You know what I mean? About 12:30. I'm not the best at being on time. I used to be extremely punctual. But now I'm like, all right, I'll get there. But yeah, they're having a whole barbecue for the community, a whole big event out there in West Camino. I think it's 1520 West Camino. Again, check No Bones Barbecue and No Bones Barbecue. His bio will have that. I have my other phone here. I keep forgetting. I didn't pay the bill for like 2 weeks on this thing because I had other shit I wanted to work on. I'm like, I only need one phone for now. I'll be fine. So I had other shit I wanted to grab. So I'm so used to not having another phone to function with. All right, No Bone Barbecue. Yeah, 1520 West El Camino Ave. 1520 West El Camino. So picking me up. I'm just an Uber over there. I got so much I'm doing today. Billionaire Recycling Center. That's what it's called, Elizabeth. Yeah, no, I'm not asking them to pick me up or anything like that. They got a lot they're gonna do today already, man. They're fucking setting up this whole event. You know, hey, can you stop and grab me along the way? I'm only 2.5 miles. It's gonna be like an $8 to $10 Uber. Uber's been giving some good fucking discounts lately too. Took one last Wednesday. They just randomly give me 35% off. I'm like, hell yeah, hell yeah. Let me get going here in a bit. Get your questions, comments, and insults in before I go. You guys find the shit entertaining. The financial links are in the bio. Ugh. All that happy horse shit. Memorial Day weekend. Yeah, I fucking keep forgetting that's a 3-day long weekend. 3-day long weekend. Spider built a little home in my cup. I didn't hurt the spider, but I'm going to hurt his home in my cup. Line up for the insults. Yeah, Memorial Day. The fallen soldiers. This goes in the main pack. This goes in the pouches. Water at the brush of my tooth. Going bowling, hell yeah. Start walking. Yeah, I checked out Old Sacramento. You can see my last video. I got a clip from Old Sacramento. But initially, I only checked it out with like the Delta King is. I went across the river. I thought Old Sacramento was across the river for some reason. I said the Yellow Bridge. It was AJ Rachel's with the taxi money. Thank you, homie. Yeah, so I went across the river. Didn't realize Old Sac was still in the downtown. It's part of the old part of the downtown area. So I went back. It was nighttime, so I didn't get to check out too much of the stuff while it was open. But there was nightlife going on or whatever. I walked around at nighttime a couple nights ago. Not last night, the night before. Checked out Old Sacramento. I got a quick clip. I'm gonna put more clips in there too, more photos once I get everything pulled off the camera and shit. Well, I got a quick clip in there. Yo, Chef Pioneer with the goddamn Thor's hammer. Thank you. Do I use stamps at all? Like, no, I don't really send letters out or anything like that. What's up, Booger? Enough room in the truck. Likely story. Likely story. See this? I'm abandoned by Scylla. Scylla has just abandoned me in real time in front of everybody. Chef Pioneer, thank you again for the Thor's hammer. Mushroom stamps only. Goddamn, Starbelly. That was the comeback I should have used. But no, I don't get any government assistance. I'm sure you mean food stamps, SNAP program. I don't use any government assistance for myself at all. I never have. I don't like government involvement in my life in the slightest, you know. But if you are someone that needs government assistance for anything, especially food, you know, especially fucking housing if possible, because of the astronomically high fucking prices for everything right now. Like, you know, even in general, if you need help, go get help. Don't let other people put you down and make you feel bad for it. I just personally don't want to do that. I don't like that idea of the government being involved in my life more than it already is. But don't feel bad if you need that shit, you know. Never that. Abandoned. I'll probably go live when I get there. I got to talk to No Bones and all that, you know. Yo, what's up, Adam? Yeah, that was a good time. I got content out of it. You know what I mean? I got a video out of it. Those fuckers put me in an uninhabitable room, in an uninhabitable motel, then stole my money at the end for the security deposit. So, fun times we had by y'all. I told him, hey, I do social media. Like, I'm going to make a video on this just so you're aware. You broke the curtains. The curtains were, 2 of them were broken when I got there. What the fuck am I doing to break curtains? You know, fucking run around throwing a party here? You know, fucking trying to rest my old body after fucking 2 weeks of walking around. You know, but you know, all the shit, man, gets so heavy. I already showed him the video of the roaches and shit. So, trying to get like, okay, like, what do you want to say before I make a video on this kind of thing, right? And then I came back down. He's like, yeah, so you got a dent in the bathtub and the blinds are broken. I'm like, yeah, that was already there when I got here. Like, the blinds are clearly done a long time ago, man. You know, oh, no, I checked the room and you weren't there. Those weren't there. I was like, all right. So I pulled the video up of the roaches again. And I'm like, if you look at the shadow, this is when I first got in the room, you can see the broken shade in the shadow there. I already saw the video. I'm showing the video of the roaches again. I already saw the video. All right, guy, calm down. Why are you getting mad at me? Because you got fucking roaches. You know, like, I don't understand that. Like, oh, you want to run a fucking hotel in a way that you're a slumlord, but you don't, and that doesn't bother you, but it bothers you when other people record it. Yeah. Oh. No, so they get vouchers from people. The city and state will give vouchers for people to stay there, semi long term. You know, month, 2, 3, before they get them in housing, and I've bumped into a few of those places across the country. They just don't care. They don't care if you leave a bad review. They don't care if you don't come back. They don't care if you don't check in, because 50 to 70% of their motel is booked from the city, from the state. You know, so they don't give a shit. That's why they don't worry about bad reviews. They're not worried about fucking getting the roaches out. You know, they're just trying to grab as much money as they can from the city and state. Makes me feel really bad for the impoverished people that need that fucking voucher. You know, they gotta live with those fucking roaches every day. You know, that's fucking horrifying. That's why I'm not making a big fucking wave here, because hey, it's better to fucking have a roof over your head and have roaches than have no roof over your head at all. So you should be trying to like better your station in life. You know, so like, I didn't hit up the Better Business Bureau or the health department or any of that. I made my fucking video. Lost my $30, you know. They stole my money. Then again, a bunch of nice people yesterday fucking throwing me donations, like, you know, emergency bug relocation fund and shit like that. So I already made the $30 back. This is what it is. Don't let it make you mad. You know? People like that exist, and we all know it. Pizza House, thank you, homie. No Bones, what's up, brother? See you soon, man. That's fucking scammers. Getting worse and worse. Not even in a good way. $2.5 million isn't small for you. Message me. There we go. Oh, yeah, no, it's fucked up. People gotta stay there. Yo, Mama Boop. Yeah, No Bones. Did you get your account like suspended for a bit? Like, you can go live today, right? That's fine, Adam. I got more rest the next 2 nights. Last night and the night before, just hanging out by this river. You know? What are we honking at? The fuck are we honking at? You know what I mean? The first dozen times, if something's on the track, after the 12th honk, they're not going to move. What are you doing? Still honking over there. Someone's really got to get out of the way. You can still go live, okay. I would let you message me. Okay, so you couldn't message me, but you can still go live. Okay, cool. I was worried about that. I'm like, fuck, man. Imagine running a community event and you lose fucking live access right before it. All right, cool, man. So, sure, No Bones will be live. I'll be live intermittently. All that shit. We'll talk when we get there. Whatever you guys want to do, I'm fucking down. You know, but excited to meet y'all, man. Been a long time in the fucking making. Any weird experiences riding with someone? Not really. Yeah, all that honking for what the fuck? You know, I swear he's watching my live and he's like, let's fuck with this guy. You know, let me flex my arms. Looks like I have muscle here. Yeah, he's like, let me fuck with this guy. You fucking just keep honking. I know he's live over there. Offer a fogger with every purchase. There was one point that the roaches weren't on the walls at all anymore, and I couldn't stop sneezing uncontrollably. So I just left and went for a walk. Like, it was like a good 10 minutes. Like, I don't sneeze like that, you know? I couldn't stop sneezing. And the roaches were nowhere to be found. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's going on here. I don't know if they're like fucking fogging the place beneath me or something. I got no idea. But I was hopeful. I'm like, maybe I'll come back and there won't be roaches everywhere. And then I went out, grabbed fucking coffee and a donut or something, and came back, you know, half an hour later, and there's still roaches everywhere. I was like, the fuck was that about? Why was they sneezing like that? Where did the bugs go? You know? I was allergic to what they were cooking, and all the roaches are going to get some food. I don't fucking know. They got it all figured out down there more than I do. But it's a shame. Like, that's gonna be the best performing video I get from fucking Sacramento. You know, and I hate that shit. Where it's like, I'll walk around, get photos of beautiful shit, beautiful scenery, beautiful history, or whatever, or do a whole story on something. You know, and I'll get 3,000 to 5,000 views, sometimes 6, which is beautiful in its own right. You know what I mean? Like, people dream of fucking being able to do that. And I love that. You know, but the video that's gonna get the most views is the fucking shitty motel that stole my money and has roaches. You know? It is what it is. It's just how social media works. We are twice as likely to engage with content that makes us mad or content that makes us scared. Base, it starts at twice as likely. It's usually more. But this is how, how the internet works, how the algorithms work and all that. It is what it is. Wish it was the other way around, though. Hell yeah, Adam. Well, just keep watching. I'll keep making this. Yeah, lunch is here. Last video was fine. I liked making that one. Yeah, I liked your comment. Thank you for the sweet comment, too, Elizabeth. Yeah, I liked making that one. That was nice. Yeah, that dude rolled up Daniel Ladd, really cool cat, tagged on my last video. Just different people, drastically different creators, But we're both out here, and we don't package it in a way. He's housed up now, but he was on the streets for a while, and he's like, I'd rather just not pay rent, live on the streets, and then I can go have fun and do anything I want to do. He's talking about going to like $300. You pay $300 a month to go to to get a month pass to like a really fancy bathhouse out here and shit. I'd rather do that than go pay fucking rent. I get to go hang out with these fucking, rich people in this beautiful bathhouse, like Roman Greco style fucking bathhouse. He's like, now I got an apartment. I'm broke as shit. I'm like, I get it. But he always packaged his content in a way that like, I love life. I love what I'm doing. Look at me have fun. His live streams were like him cooking and hanging out and shit. Cool fucking cat. And that's how we bumped into each other because we're both on here. And at that time, it was just like Rich the Hungry hates him and he hates me because we don't do that pity shit. We're not like, feel bad for me, give me money. Like, he's got to do to get a fucking buck. We're like, hey, we're having a blast, fucking loving life. And, Daniel Ladd was always the same way, So whenever he fucking came rolling around the tree, I'm like, what the fuck? You're here? Hell yeah. I didn't even know he was in Sacramento. That's fucking great. So we hung out for, 3 hours, walked around for a bit, chatted for a bit. And then he's like, yo, there's like a teepee you should go check out. It'll be good for content. I'm like, yeah, let's go, man. It wasn't far. We were going to the store anyway. It's like right around the corner from the store. I'm like, oh yeah. So we went over there, and there was no teepee, but it was a fucking ICE detention center. They were doing a protest. They're there every day. So I ended up hanging out there for like 6 hours, just talking to folks. I had multiple points. I'm like, I should even go do something else. I should even go do something. But I'm like, you know what? Let me just sit here. Let me just sit here and soak in these people. This one's sitting here sewing. This one's sitting here decorating one of the younger people's graduating high school, and they're decorating her fucking graduation cap. This one's blabbering at me about history for 2.5 hours. That guy was a bit much to take. Nice guy. But goddamn blabbermouth. But yeah, just all this like community, community. There's one person I talked to, she, once COVID hit, she just stayed indoors the whole time. She never left her house, never left her apartment. And then she saw what happened in Minneapolis back in, January? We're nay good. And she's like, oh, I don't like that. So she went and started protesting. Got her out of the house, got her in the sense of community. And that's every protest I've been to. I started going to them at Phoenix, intermittently when I can, when I'm near one, to go check it out. And it's all just people hanging out in a community sense, Occasionally getting maced, Occasionally having confrontations and conflicts, But a lot of it's just a deep sense of community. It's beautiful. No long tail. I like that. That's a good way of putting it, Gregory. What's up, Rhea? What up, Kev Dog? What's up, Linda? Yeah, Sacramento River is fucking beautiful. I was at the American River for a night last week. I've been at the Sacramento River for a couple nights. But today, who knows? You got a Sacramento, so I can get a motel that doesn't have roaches. Kidding. Obviously, all motels aren't like that here. You'll get me a nice Motel 6. I was thinking about doing Motel 6 this time around. It was cheap, but they wanted a $100 deposit. And look what happened to that 30. I don't like giving $100 to a stranger in hopes that they don't steal it from me. And I don't really have any course of action to get it back. You know, like, what am I gonna do? I don't even know how disputing charges works. You know, dealing with all the financial apps and stuff. I don't even know how you can go about it. But I did have someone do a chargeback not too long ago. They did a chargeback. They threw me like 20, 25 bucks. And then 3 days later, they charged it back. I was on PayPal. This is last month or the month before or something like that. So they threw in the 2025 as like goods and services. And then 3 days later, like, filed a dispute. So I immediately accepted the dispute. So, yeah, okay, you're fine. Here's your money back. Here you go. I think I had $7 at the end of it. But I was like, here you go. You can have it. There you go. No problem. Problem solved. You think I'm going to fight it? You know? I did block them on here. That's the thing, though, too. Like, you got to be careful with that shit. Because, like, you know, you're having a tee-hee, whatever. You know, whatever the fuck you're trying to do. But, it gives me your first, last name, and address that's associated with your PayPal account. You know what I mean? I'm not a horrible person. I'm not going to fuck with a person. You know? There is a part of me that thinks like, oh, maybe they just fucking they threw me money one day and then they got broke a few days later. It's like, you should just ask me for it. It wouldn't have to block you if you just asked me for it back. And go, that's happened plenty of times on here. Hey, I threw you $10 last week. I could really use that back. If I have it, here you go. But you know, it might have been a situation like that. You know, maybe there was fucking, you know, they threw money at me and they're like, oh, I really couldn't afford that, and they charged it back. You know, but they called me a scammer in the dispute. He's scamming. I'm like, okay, well, here you go. I didn't dispute the dispute. I just gave it right back. Give the refund. But yeah, be careful with that when you're fucking with people. You know, if you do that to the wrong creator with your full name and fucking address on it, you know what I mean? You might want to be a little bit careful. Did I sign them up for a whole bunch of like Jehovah's Witness stuff? Yeah, of course I did that. You know what I mean? Without a doubt. Of course I did. You know what I mean? But people can do some really fucked up shit. You know, yeah, I put you on some weird mailing lists. You know? Like, you're going to get a whole bunch of mail from drippybeards.com. Jehovah's Witnesses might show up and, you know, give you some stuff. Yeah, of course I did that. They didn't even have to say it. Of course that happened. Some of the fuckers will straight up dog shit and mean you harm. You know? But you fuck with me, I'm gonna fuck with you. Like, let's just get real. I didn't say it was mature. I said I'm not gonna go out of my way to harm you. You know? But you inconvenience me, I'm gonna inconvenience you. I'll go out of my way to inconvenience the motherfucker that fucks with me. Oh, yeah. No problem. You know? You're gonna get some weird mail and your neighbors are gonna definitely see it. It's not gonna be like just low key. It's gonna be very loud. That you like men with substances, human juices leaking from their beards. You know what I mean? drippybeards.com. But beyond that, what up, Tim? Did you make him say God did? Wow, damn. Get our free money this time. What's up, Vidal? I gotta mosey on out of here, folks. I gotta go meet up with No Bones Barbecue and his crew. I got an hour to get there. Plenty of time. I'm gonna go into town. I gotta walk over this bridge. I gotta walk 5 minutes, 10 minutes. So I gotta walk 20 minutes back into town. Let me flex while I'm doing this. I gotta walk 20 minutes back into town. I'd say your boy's looking thick, though, right? So, 20 minutes into town. Grab some breakfast. Protein shake, banana, some tobacco, you know, have a quick puff, boom. Order the Uber through the app. You motherfuckers all say call an Uber. You can't call a fucking Uber. You use the app. One of my favorite jokes while hitchhiking. Well, you just call an Uber, bro. I've called an Uber in my life. I just use the app. Yeah, I don't know. The hitchhiking lives always throw me for a loop with shit like that. You know, they've been pretty peaceful lately. You know, but I'll be back to hopping trains here in a second. Been pretty peaceful lately, but Yeah, it's like, oh, hey, are you hitchhiking? That's dangerous. Take an Uber and get into a stranger's car. What? Yeah, hitchhike and get into a stranger's car is fucking dangerous. But if you pay for it and you get in a stranger's car after you pay for it, that's perfectly fine. Like, it's the same fucking thing. Color me insane, but either situation, I'm getting into a stranger's vehicle. One, I get there a lot faster because I'm paying for it, Uber. One, it takes some time. I'm still getting into a stranger's car, hitchhiking. So the only difference is money and time spent. That's it. Still getting in a stranger's car either fucking way. You know? Oh, well, Uber and Lyft vet their drivers. Not so much. There's a bunch of fake accounts. The one person made 1,000 fake accounts in Birmingham, Alabama a couple of years back just to scam the app. You know? And you got only reason to get away with it is use a real profile picture. That's the goddamn profile picture. That's the only reason they caught him. You know? Plus, how many of you actually look at the fucking photo? How many of you? Right? I'm sure there's a percentage. I'm going to say about 10. Most likely not 10 of you. If you order an Uber or Lyft, you actually look at the photo of the person. I don't give a fuck who picks me up. I don't give a fuck if it's his grandmother from who's in the photo. You know what I mean? I look at the car. I look at the license plate, the first three part of the license plate. So when I see it pull up, oh yeah, gray Nissan 368. Okay, that's my Uber. Look at the person. You know? Who got the time? You've denied something. I gotta stay safe. I completely understand. But I've definitely had that, where it's like a guy's supposed to pick you up and a girl's driving. I'm like, I don't know, whatever your hustle is, it's fine with me. I don't know, whatever hustle you got going on here. You know, she lost her Uber account or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? Or vice versa, whatever the situation may be. It's like, yeah, whatever. If you take me where I'm going, I got no problems here. I don't give a fuck about anything else. As long as you're taking me from here, and I'm paying to go here, and you take me there, I don't give a fuck. Fucking Martian could show up. It was hard to do Uber when I first started traveling. People would get freaked out because of the pack and all that. They're like, oh, homeless guy. But I got like a fucking 5-star rating, so no one really cares anymore. I used to have to convince people to let me in. I'll be like, look, just fucking traveling, man. I'm trying to get from here to there. You know, I'm not going to bother you. Just trying to pay for a ride here. That was like the first year traveling I deal with that. Not anymore. With that sweet 5 stars. Whatever the fuck I got. Let's see what I got. Oh, wait, hold on. Lainey with the kind gesture. Michelle with the be safe. Thank you guys. Shit. I almost missed those. AJ Rachel's, Michelle, and Lainey. Thank you all. Michelle says, be safe. I can't promise. I'll try to be more safe. For like a day. Lainey says, kind gesture. Thank you guys. Oh, hear the waves. Yeah, it's beautiful, right? A boat just went by, so it's a little more wavy than usual. The wake and all that, you know. Oh, is that you, Michelle? Okay, I got you. Thank you. Let me give you a follow back. Troy, I want to check my fucking rating. In a while. We got 4.90. 4.90 is my rating for Uber. For Lyft, oh, guys, fucking give away money. I don't know how to see my rating. On Lyft. The world may never know. Yeah, I don't know. 4.9 on Uber though. Fuck yeah. Get it, Greg. Thank you. I think I'm caught up. I gotta go on. Get that goose almost pooped on me. It's close to my stuff. After a week has passed, I'm not sure, lady. I think there is a cutoff, but just go into your like recent rides or whatever, like your history. Let me see. I was just looking at Lyft. Wallet, inbox. I don't need an inbox one. On Uber. Account, activity, ride details. Yes, you can. I'm looking at one from May 16th. I tipped $3, and you can add more of a tip. I rated them 5. I usually just rate them all 5. That's their job. You know, I just rate them all 5. There's only one person I gave her a 3-star review instead of a 5. She pulled up at the grocery store where I was getting picked up. She pulled up, I waved, she looked at me, and then she kept driving. She drove all the way to the other side of the parking lot and then onto the road. And then, like, parked on the road outside the grocery store. Hit, I'm here, even though clearly, like, I had it marked to pick me up where I was at, and not over there. So she drove, she saw me, looked right at me when I was waving, looked right at me, and just kept driving. We drove. And boom, the timer starts. I got 5 minutes to get there. If I don't get there, then the ride cancels. And then I got to pay $5 or $10 or something, right? I'm like, motherfucker. You know? Like, you're bothering looking for me? Like, you clearly saw me, whatever. And then I come up. And I'm like, yeah, excuse me, I'm Troy. And she's like, yeah, put it in the trunk, hurry up. Yeah, that's fine. I can't open your trunk, though. Well, I got to open it from the inside. Okay. Can you do that? Boom, trunk opens. Okay, cool. What the fuck am I supposed to put stuff in your trunk if it doesn't open from the back? I don't mind, that's fine. But you're yelling at me, hurry up. You can't open the fucking trunk. All right, throw the stuff in. The bucket doesn't fit. You got a whole bunch of shit back there. So I go, I'm going to put this in the back seat, if you don't mind. Don't put that back there. I'm like, well, there's nowhere else to put it. So it's either on the fucking roof or it's in the front seat. You can't fit in the trunk. You want to take some of your stuff out of the trunk? Person that drives people around to the airport every day with luggage, do you want to take stuff out of your trunk and put that in the front seat with you? Like, well, what are we doing here? Do you want to cancel the ride? No, if you could cancel, that'd be great. No, I'm not canceling because I don't have the issue here. If you just let me put my bucket in the back seat, we can go where I'm going. You know? And then she told me how much she hates homeless people the whole way, the whole trip. And she drive me to Walmart. That's where I was headed. This is, I think it was in Tennessee. We're going to Walmart. And we get there. And she parks in the back. I was like, yeah, I'm trying to go by the entrance. She's like, oh, I need to go in too. You couldn't drop me off. And then park and go into the store? You know, fuck you, we both got to walk? I was like, oh, man. That's like the second time in my life I've never tipped. Yeah, I didn't tip at all. And then I gave her a 3-star review instead of 5. You know. The other time I didn't tip was Waffle House. I jumped off a train in Memphis. I took an Uber out of there too to get to Waffle House. It's fucking ravenous. I was starving. And the poor lady that picked me up, she stopped. There was a bunch of houses and then a bunch of forest and then the train tracks. I was by the train tracks and that's where I set the mark for. But it's like 4 a.m. She gets this sweet old lady. She pulls up. She's waiting for someone to come out of the house. And then I come walking down the road, full gear, smelling like diesel fucking fuel and train grease. And I'm like, hey, hi. She rolls the window down this much. I'm like, hey, I know this is weird. I just got here in town from that train. I'm just trying to get into town to get some breakfast. Like, I swear I'm not up to no good. I know this all seems very weird. And she's like, oh, okay, hop in. We became best friends. She was awesome. You know, then I go to Waffle House. And there's the cook. There's the waiter, the server. And then there was like a third person not wearing a uniform washing dishes. I'm like, oh. And I'm watching her. I've worked in restaurants for 10 years. She's washing them wrong. You know, it's a 3-step system, right? And she's only doing 1 step. You know, two. You see this, putting them in the rinse, and then putting them in like the final rinse part. That's it. Leaving out the part where you actually clean the plate. You know? So, whatever. I'm hungry. It's a Waffle House. I didn't even really clock that until I already ordered. Whatever. I need food anyway. And then the guy's saying some really like racist shit, you know, and I'm like, ugh. And kind of found out that's his wife that doesn't even work there. She doesn't work at Waffle House. she's just there to help and talking about how good of a Waffle House employee she is, even though she doesn't work there. It's all very strange. This is up by Memphis, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Memphis. And I'm like, whatever. You know what I mean? I'm here for food. You know, these people are fucking weird. This dude's racist as shit. You know? His wife doesn't know how to clean a dish. I'm probably getting salmonella. You know, the cook was really nice. He just wasn't paying attention to them and cooking food. You know, I didn't want anything to do with them, really. Anytime I got, like, it wasn't busy for a second, the cook would just walk out in, like, mid-conversation. He was so over these two. But, the guy that has his wife cooking the food, has his wife cleaning the dishes, you know, that shouldn't be working there. She's not even doing it right. That's no problem. But he had a problem with my stuff, my pack in front of the Waffle House, the side of the Waffle House. That's where the entrance was, the side of the building. And he's like, "Hey man, get anything else for you?" I was like, "Yeah, let me get one more cup of coffee. I'm gonna pay now. Give me one more cup of coffee, and then I'm out of here." And he's like, "Okay, yeah, can you just get all your stuff and put it by the dumpster?" I'm like, "What? What did you just ask me?" He's like, "Yeah, can you take all your belongings and put it by the dumpster?" I'm like, "I'm not putting anything I own by the dumpster. No, I don't plan on doing that. Why?" He's like, "Well, I don't want my manager driving by and seeing, like, your stuff." I was like, "You know what? Don't worry about it." Between the wife working there, the fucking racist comments, sitting there and telling me what music I need to listen to over and over and over, and then playing music for me, just typical fucking vanilla human fucking music. Fucking butt rock, dad rock and shit. It's so inspirational. It's like it's just a guy talking on a microphone. What do you mean inspirational? There's not inspirational anything in here. You know? Fine. But now you want me to go outside, grab my stuff, put it behind your dumpster, to come back in, drink a cup of coffee, to walk back out, grab my stuff from behind the dumpster, hopefully with no extra little friends in my pack, and walk out of it because your manager might see my stuff in front of the store. You also might see your wife working there, but she doesn't work there. That was no problem, though. But God forbid there's a fucking Molly 2 pack in front of your Waffle House. So I feel bad about it, even to this day. This is like 2.5 years ago. I still feel bad about it because I didn't tip. I was like, you know what, forget the cup of coffee. I'm good. After all that, I'm fucking done. I'm out of here. You know, fucking $0 tip. I don't know what the total is. I still feel bad for it. You know, there's only 2 times I've never tipped. I still feel, you know. But either one of those motherfuckers could have not done anything. just could have either just gave me food and I could have ate it, and paid for it and tipped you. You know, I tip like a motherfucker too. You know, I worked in the service industry for a long time. I fucking entertain for a living. You know what I mean? I live off tips. I have for a long time. You know? Or you're starting off at 25%. You do really good. You get them 30. You know, fuck, even more. You know, the guy at the coffee shop is really cool. It was only $3 for coffee and a donut. I gave him another $3 tip. There you go, man. Fucking thank you for the conversation. You know, fucking cool shit. He gave me a free donut. Oh man, look at this. Look at this. We're all getting along just fine. What he didn't do is say, "Hey, take all your stuff and put it by the dumpster before I sell you this donut. Give you this coffee." What up, Nick Bride? Yeah, River's got some movement today, Mary. I think yesterday it was busy. Yesterday morning it was busier, but it's jumping today. 1 jet ski, 3 or 4 boats in the last couple hours. What's up, Chet? Again, I got to roll out of here in just a moment. Get your questions, comments, and insults in before I go. But I am out of tobacco. I got 50 minutes to get across town. I got 2.5 miles to go. I'm going to Uber it anyway. But I got to go walk for 20 minutes into town, get a protein shake, banana, some tobacco, grab an Uber, head over to No Bones and his crew. If you want to hang out, you want to meet up with me today, 1520 West El Camino Street. I'll put it in the chat before I go. 1520 West El Camino Street. I'll be there until they kick me out. West El Camino. And that's in Sacramento, obviously. Bam. There's a number of something attached to it, too, but don't worry about that. You'll see me there. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm going to go live over there best I can. You brought the babies out? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. This one looks pissed. Hey, I was here first, you son of a bitch. Bro, your baby's walking up to me. I didn't approach any of y'all. None of y'all. You came to me with your goddamn bambinos. They getting all defensive. Yo, bros, don't fuck with me. I ain't in the mood to deal with geese today. I'll fuck you up. I'll take out you and your whole crew. Babies are going down. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that one. Look, help me out. They're too dumb. Don't hiss at me. Yo, bro, get away from me, you fuckers. They're too dumb to stay away from me because they're babies. They're too dumb to realize that I'm here and they're walking up on me. Fucking hissed at me. What's your problem? Was I sitting here not bothering you too much? All right, guys, we're going to raise money for hospital bills after these geese fuck me up. No, don't come up here. No, don't come up, because this one's going to get pissed. Oh, I hate geese. Why are you hissing at me? I've already been here the whole time. So the little ones, they're dumb. They don't know to stay away from me. So it's pissing the fucking mom and dad off. Better walk away. I fucking hate geese. They're beautiful creatures. They're fucking beautiful. They get rolled up on it, a whole fucking posse here. Right, there's no reason to come up. You have a whole fucking river, dude. There's a whole fucking river. And not only do they have the water. You know what I mean? They fucking float for a living. You know what I mean? That's what geese do. And they have a whole fucking river. You know, they have a whole country they can be in. They're like, no, let's go exactly where this fucking guy is right there. Yeah, that guy looks like he hasn't been attacked by a goose in a long time. Let's go fuck that up. Oh, goddamn. I got shit I gotta do. Just avoiding the massacre. Dude, I don't know. I'm kicking geese in the fucking head. I don't give a shit. Well, it's their instinct. I don't give a fuck. If your instinct's to come bother me, it's my instinct to kick you in your fucking goose head. Lickety split, too. All right, you want to know? Okay, this is how you handle geese. All right, a gaggle of geese come up to you, right? And they're fucking with you, getting hostile. And they come biting at you. They'll fuck you up. You know what I mean? You're not going to, but they're going to fuck your day up. You know, they'll fuck you up. They got the strong-ass fucking beaks, right? So what you do is you grab one by the neck. This is how you train them to no longer be alive. You just fucking shake the shit out of them. You know? Once you hear that clicking noise, congratulations. You've now earned your own dinner. Shake the shit out. See you later. All my goose problem's been solved. You know what I mean? And they mate for life. You know? So not only did you take that one out, you've permanently traumatized its fucking spouse. Yeah, you know. So, oh my God, Troy, that's horrible. Fuck them. No, well, it's just the natural programming. I don't give a fuck. If your natural programming is to come harass and bother me, I'm gonna wring you by a little neck. You know, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, I was saying mom and dad here. You know, the babies, they just go wherever. They go wherever. They don't know anything anymore. They're fucking babies, you know? So they're like, oh, let's eat food. They're not worried about the guy sitting there. The two other ones are getting all huffy because, like, I'm close to their babies. And I'm like, you son of a bitch. You know, I know you got a brain that's fucking big, but, like, I'm just fucking here already. They were super fuzzy and cute. I got some photos while contemplating kicking them in the head if anything went down. All right, let me get out of here. We'll start my day up. Appreciate y'all for watching. Thank you guys for supporting the channel by fucking being here, you know? Much appreciated. And I'm glad I don't have to be known as the guy on the internet that kicked the goose in the head on the internet on TikTok Live. I mean, I don't know. I'll be back later. Hang out with No Bones and shit like that. We'll see what we get into. Yeah, I'll see you in a bit. All right, guys. I'll see you later. You guys are